Ijaw. A lot of our people had been inboxing me and telling me, reminding me that we told you these people are no good, they will abuse you, they will insult you, they will malign you, they will libel you, that we have no relationship whatsoever with these swallows. My fellow brothers and sisters, Ijaw people, nobody leaves what belongs to him and gives to another person simply because the person can insult, the person can abuse, the person can run his mouth. I am a Biafran. Biafra belongs to the Ijaw nation first and foremost before any other people. Having said that, I want to say, like I said before, one of our brothers said those who are associating us with Biafra, we are warning them. And I told him, and I told others like him, you are warning who? That you have more right to the Ijaw nation than myself? Who are you in the Ijaw nation to warn me? I was president of Ijaw Youth Council. I was deputy president of Ijaw Youth Council. I was vice president of the Ijaw Youth Council. I was the first secretary of the first convention of the Ijaw Youth Council. So what are your credentials? What are your pedigrees in the struggle to contradict me when I'm talking? Yes, Ijaw is an egalitarian society. It's a society where everybody must have his say. But that does not mean you arrogate to yourself that which you don't have. We have not forced anybody that you must accept Biafra. What we are saying, we are Biafrans. If you choose not to be a Biafran and you want to go to the US and become Ijaw American, you want to go to Abuja and become Ijaw Nigerian, you are free to do so. But the Ijaw territory, the Ijaw people, God placed us and created us as Biafrans. And there's nothing you can do to change it now, except you are going to go to God and ask God to change it. Since you don't have such powers and you can't go to God to change it, we will remain what we are. We are Biafrans. The excuse of somebody abusing me will not make me to remove myself. Can I remove my skin from my body and still survive? No, I am Biafran. I cannot remove my skin from my body. All historians, all geographers in Ijaw land, including the doing of our struggle, Isaac Adakaboro, clearly stated that we are Biafrans. We might disagree with other people, but that does not mean that we refuse to be what we are and give it to other people. It's not possible. Having said that, I want to come to the reality. What is the reality? From the times of our father, from King Amakri, King Jaja, King Koko, Isaac Adakaboro, Harold Dababriye. Don't mind my order of stating their names. We have been struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling to assert ourselves as Ijaw people. But all our efforts had fallen short of giving us what we desire. How can you be doing something over and over the same way and expect a different result? If King Amakri was not successful, King Jaja was not successful, King Koko was not successful, Aro Dapabriye was not successful, Azigboro was not successful, and all our collective efforts after these, our fathers, were not successful, then we must look back at ourselves and examine ourselves and ask ourselves the question, why did our fathers fail? Because we think that we can go it alone. We can do it alone. Ijaw. There is no way we can do it alone. A few years ago, Ijaws were in pockets. The Nembe man was Nembe Nongu. He was on his own. The Bani man was on its own. The Kalawai man was on his own. The May man was on its own. We have Toboro. They were on their own. We have Tobu. They were on their own. But a few people came together. Pa Dapabriye, Pa Wekezi, Dr. Kobo, Pa Brisby, and others came together and insisted that we come together. And with the youth, Tiko Goriba, myself, Kenot, Anki, John Oyivie, we came together as youths and said, Ijaw will never be divided again. We must pool all our strength together and fight as Ijaw people. Look at the benefits, even though it is not enough. Look at the benefit that had accrued to us over time. All the efforts of Joshua Fomodo in standing up, in organizing the Ijaws under INC. Look at what it had brought to us. Before this time, what do we have? What was accruing to us? Who recognized us? There is power in the collectivity of our strength. There is strength in the collectivity of our strength. When we come together with the Effiks, with the Ogonis, with the Bibios, with the Anangs, with the Oron, with the Igbos, with the Yakos, and all the others, that is when we will have the strength to confront our enemies who are spread from Gambia down to Rwanda. The people of Central African Republic fought them to stand still and expelled them from their land. It is possible for us to do so. Let us come together with all our neighbors, with all our brothers as Ijaw people. We cannot continue to be under this pretense that we can go it alone. It is not possible. We cannot continue to suffer on our land in the midst of the blessings that God has bestowed on us. My brothers and sisters, the Ijaw nation is too strong. The Ijaw nation is too strong to be overrun by any other people.